Ukraine says it has begun counter-offensive to retake Russian-held south.
Here's a summary of the article.
Kyiv, August 29. A team from the UN nuclear watchdog headed on Monday to Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant, the agency's chief said, as Russia and Ukraine traded accusations of shelling in its vicinity, fueling fears of a radiation disaster. Register now for free unlimited access to Reuters. Koman IAEA team he was leading will reach the plant on the Dnipro River near front lines in southern Ukraine later this week, Grossi said, without specifying the day of their expected arrival. The IAEA tweeted separately that the mission would assess physical damage, evaluate the conditions in which staff are working at the plant and determine functionality of safety and security systems. The United Nations and Ukraine have called for a withdrawal of military equipment and personnel from the nuclear complex, Europe's largest, to ensure it is not a target. At present, full-time technical personnel are monitoring the technical condition of the nuclear plant and ensuring its operation. The radiation situation in the area of the nuclear power plant remains normal, he said in a statement. Ukrainian state nuclear company Energodom said it had no new information about attacks on the plant and Reuters could not verify the accounts. The invasion of Ukraine has touched off Europe's most devastating conflict since World War II. Thousands of people have been killed, millions displaced and cities blasted to ruins.
This post received a score of 7,300, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
For the article, Moscow said that the offensive failed. Cheers, boys. That means it was successful.
I'm betting they probably destroyed like 600 HIMARS as well. Only 128 according to official sources.
Godspeed.
Fuck Russia. Slava Ukraine.
Geriam Slava?
Greater than Geriam Slava Herium Slava.
Several important updates in that report, and it is good to see this move in the direction of the Black Sea coast, which it would seem is essential for Ukrainian military strategy as well as trade, when possible.
Ukraine's strategy is working great. They've drained all the best men, equipment, ammo, commanders, ideas, plan Bs, etc. from the RA. Drained. A limp wet paper bag of banana peels. Now UA can attack and attack and attack. All the RA can do is retreat, die, retreat, die some more, retreat. I never thought Ukraine would survive an invasion by Russia, and I would have laughed at you if you suggested they not only would halt the Russian advance, they would beat them back, and then go on the offensive. I would have bet all my money on it. I had no idea Ukraine was so well trained, and the Russians so poorly. It's unreal.
I was pleasantly surprised when they repelled the first wave, but I thought for sure they would succumb to attrition when Russia switched to ranged shelling and could win through sheer numbers. To not only be standing after everything, but now pushing back. Just, wow. I, and Russia as well apparently, severely overestimated their military prowess. Even if Russia does somehow figure out how to finally win or the fatigue finally makes Ukraine buckle, Russia's military has been fully exposed.
Just go to show numbers of artillery means nothing if it's not accurate. They've achieved this with just 12 HIMARS systems. People salivate over Russia's firepower while remaining ignorant to the West's own capabilities. Beating them at their own game is its own guilty pleasure.
There has been a lot of chatter about this happening over the last few hours. Sounds like it is true. I am interested to see if Ukraine can be as successful on the offensive as they have been on the defensive side.
I am so hopeful that they are successful, but man, it seems like a big hill to climb. Likely going to take a lot of street-to-street fighting against a still larger force. Hopefully all of the work they have done to degrade the Russian logistics will make the scumbag invaders unable to fight in at least some areas.
I remember an interview in the Times with a former Marine who volunteered, and he had said that they were expecting it to be another Fallujah. So at minimum it seems like they have an expectation on the ground of what this offensive means. I don't think they're expecting anyone to roll over.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.